Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of 123 Wrestling right here on SRB TV. I am Chris, and as always, joined by Nick Slade
Yeah.
and my brothers.
Hello.
And on today's episode, we begin. Well, and for most of it, me and Nick begin our trek through three pay-per-views.
Yay. I'm so
Woo!
happy for you
So
guys.
you're not going to be here for All Out or All In?
I'm not going to be here for All Out.
Okay, fine. Fine. Leave us to suffer. So, of course, we are talking about predictions for all AEW All in 2023, or as they're like to call it right now, All in London. So, the road so far. So, we're gonna just make a quick summary because overall, the best way to sum up the road so far is CM Petty and his crime busting tag team buddies. Where you want to fucking start?
Yeah.
Like CM Punk hating on Ryan Nemeth, CM Punk shitting on Hangman, kind of, it's maybe an angle. CM Punk not allowing Christopher Daniels on Collision, not allowing Jack Perry to do a spot that would write him off on Collision. Like, for fuck's sake, man. Then you got Cash Wheeler, whose version of road rage involves a pistol. Oh boy, what I woke up from a nap with that news. Like, oh yeah, Cash Wheeler has been charged with freaking felony assault, like with a handgun. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Um,
He brandished it. He didn't shoot it.
visa issues, them still not booking the women's division amazingly, and a couple of changes we're gonna be talking about. But yeah, AEW's definitely been in the news lately, and there's the big. I have to bring it up because he had his supposedly last match on SmackDown. Is the rumors about Mr. Adam Copeland maybe showing up within the coming months on AEW? But neither here or there. We won't dive into that. That's just rampant speculation right now. We'll have to wait and see. So we are going to start off with, as of this recording. Now we are recording this Wednesday evening after Dynamite. So there's been a couple changes. There's been like one addition, but this is mostly the same. So if they announce anything else at Collision or at Rampage, which for some reason they're filming Collision tonight, but they filmed this Friday's Rampage last week. If you go see how much they truly care for Rampage. But yeah, we're gonna start with our only pre-show match. Currently our only pre-show match as Aussie Open, Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher of the United Empire defend against MGF and Adam Cole, baby. So
What are they defending?
the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. Thank you.
There we go.
So basically, this basically started around when like All In they announced Cole MGF for All In for the world title. They want Cole suggested they do something even further to get them warmed up for the event. Do something that Cole the only title Cole has never won in during his time in Ring of Honor was the tag titles, which I'm generally surprised at. I thought he maybe won them once, but apparently no, he's never won the Ring of Honor tag titles. So he convinces
Yeah.
MJF to do this match on pre-show. They've made it very clear this is a pre-show match.
Yeah. The two factions he was leader of in Ring of Honor were the Kingdom, in which the other two Kingdom leaders usually went for the tag titles. And when he was the head of the American side of Bullet Club, the Young Bucks usually went for tag titles. So it
So
was
that's
all
what,
title mix.
so that's where we're at now. Okay, so I will give you guys permission to vaguely talk about your main event thoughts as well, because this definitely affects what we're gonna get in the main event. Because I think MJF and Adam Cole are gonna not win. I think Aussie Open are gonna retain. This is gonna lead into eventually the main event match where you gotta have them butting heads because it can't just be baby. Oh, MJF babyface versus babyface. You know, it has to be something more to a little bit more edge. Not that edge, just Edge the word in general. But yeah, I say MJF and Cole probably have a miscommunication and ultimately Aussie Open retains. So what are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the reason they're doing it. Is Osteopa's going to win somehow. One's going to screw up, and it's going to lead tension to the main event. And I don't know. Do you want to talk about the main event match now, or do you just want to get to it later?
We're gonna talk about overall who we want to win. I want to talk about who our picks are to win, but you can talk a little bit about the main event. It's allowed considering how vital this pre-show match is to the main event. Don't say who you think's gonna win. Just kind of dance around it.
Yeah, I think it's going to lead to them butting heads, and one of them doing something in the main event is going to end their friendship.
Right. Okay. So Aussie Open as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Mo.
I think Roderick Strong's gonna have some something to say, which will cost them the tag team title match.
I can see that. On Dynamite, there is a bit more. I'll bring a bit more later when we get to the main event, but like, there is this something's going to happen at All In vibe coming from both MJF and Cole now. Definitely that kind of vibe, even from the Kingdom and Roderick Strong, which poor Roddy. Okay, okay, sounds about good. Let me see. What should we talk about next? Okay, let's talk about one of the matches that got shifted around. So originally, it was supposed to be Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve and AR Fox. But that changed tonight on Dynamite. Because in a tornado tag match, Darby and Nick Wayne won against Swerve and AR Fox. Swerve blamed AR Fox for the loss, said this was all a test and he didn't pass. Prince Nana officially fired AR Fox from the embassy. Then Brian Cage shows up, beats down AR Fox. Nick Wayne, Darby, and Sting go to make the save. AR Fox and Darby Allin work things out. Then, like, everybody's talking about who's your guy be? Who's your guy gonna be? Who's your second guy gonna be if it's not AR Fox? So Mobile Embassy comes out, and then Christian Cage comes out with Luchasaurus. And you know what he does because Nick Wayne is in the ring. Oh no, on top of that, Nick Wayne's mother is in the crowd.
When these wrestlers going to learn to stop bringing their family members to the
Yes.
events?
So basically what happened was he talks about how, like, of course he has a dead dad. Christian talks about to Nick Wayne how, oh yeah, you have a dead dad. Oh, you used to be a wrestler. Well, I never heard about him before, so he must have not been a great wrestler and shit like that. And like, basically this is less about Darby and like Luchasaurus all out match and more like just shitting on Nick Wayne. So because of all of this, now at All In, we now have in the coffin match, we have Darby Allin Sting versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage. So that's now officially our coffin match. Now, of course, we already know for All Out, we already have Luchasaurus versus Darby. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's still the same obviousness. Oblivious. It's not oblivious. Like before with AR Fox, I would have said Darby Allin Sting. After, now with Christian Cage, I'm still gonna say Darby Allin Sting. Like, because remember, Christian thinks he's the TNT champion, but he's not. He's still not. He feels like he is the man who literally booted his own child out of the arena. Like it was hilarious. But yeah, I easily like Darby Allin Sting. This gives Darby some momentum going into his all-out match with Luchasaurus. Yeah, it's the same reason I would have said if AR Fox was still in this match. So yeah, that's my pick. What do you guys think?
Darby Allin and Sting.
Darby and Sting. Okay.
I mean, I would think that the proprietor of the coffin match would win in his signature match, And I don't know. I kind of expect, well, Christian's already been buried alive. I think Swerve's gonna get put in a coffin.
I mean, it's a tag team coffin match. You have to put both of them in a coffin, or just one of them in a coffin.
Well, I don't know. They haven't explained the rules. They didn't even explain the rules on Dynamite. It's still just a coffin match. My guess is it's just gonna be a real. I was joking with my brother, but I think I'm gonna be serious about this. I think it's gonna be a really big coffin. You have to put stuff both guys in.
All
That's
right.
my guess. That's honestly my guess. So we're all agreement. Darby and Sting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So next up is our six-man tag team match. It is the Golden Elite, which for this iteration is Kota Ibushi, it's Kenny Omega and his two besties, Hangman Adam Page and Kota Ibushi, taking on Bullet Club Gold and Konosuke Takeshita. Of course, this is continuing the ongoing feud between Konosuke Takeshita and Don Callis against Kenny Omega. Last week on Dynamite, they were having an interview at the Yellow Space between JR and Kenny. And then Don Callis shows up, says, "Oh man, if you want to hear all of like Kenny Omega's bitching and groaning, we could have made 3 hours out of this." But ultimately it's a swerve, pun not intended. It is a swerve, and not only Konosuke Takeshita attacking Kenny, but also Bullet Club Gold attacking Kenny as well. And that's how we got this match. Oh, after the thing, Hangman Page outside a medical facility.
Did they really say that?
No, it's obvious they did on the a different side of an arena they were at and put an ambulance. They were flashing lights and shit. And Hangman made the challenge for All In, and that's where we're at now. Now. And the only report from Dynamite is that there was supposed to be a match between the Bullet Club Gold and the Elite, but that was a no contest because everybody just big schmoz fest. Even Juice Robinson knocking out Rick Knox with the left hand of God. It was hilarious, and he took it well. Yeah, and that's where we're at now. Yeah, this is continuing the Kenny Omega feud with Don and Takeshita. And Bullet Club Gold has been great lately. They had those last couple excellent matches to FTR, and this is Juice Robinson, Jay White. They've been great so far. They've actually been using Jay White to the extent of his abilities, which has been great. Same goes for Juice Robinson. This is gonna be one hell of a match. Like for one thing, Kota Ibushi gets to show how Kota Ibushi can be. When it's not just a random hardcore match.
Say that 3 times fast.
No. But yeah. With that being said, I'm not entirely sure. I would say obviously Golden Elite. Like my biggest gripe with All In right now, it still just feels like a super show. Like it's not, but it feels like it. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's gonna be a great show, but like, yeah, no, I would say Golden Elite. Like, why not? I think Bullet Club Gold can take the L here. Well, Team Bullet Club Gold can take the L here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, because honestly, I feel like this might be leading either New Japan or AEW to Omega Ospreay 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to be the final thing with Don Callis. So I see Golden Elite winning here against Takeshita and BCG.
Okay. Well,
I am going with the Golden Elite simply because this would be Kota's first AEW pay-per-view that he's making an appearance in. And I would think that they would, with his history with some of these people, that they would make it a point to where if he's not being showcased a lot in this match, he's at least going to be part of the winning team.
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
There's a lot of gold in this match.
There's gold up in damn hills. Sorry.
Got the Golden Elite, Bullet Club Gold.
And our first championship match of the night. We have,
What are you
I don't know
talking
if it
about?
is or not. It
That
is
wouldn't
CM,
be.
it's CM Punk. Wait, what did you say?
I said it wouldn't be because the Ring of Honor pre-show.
Well, you missed the quotation marks. That's why, because there's two reasons I did the quotation marks. Because it's CM Punk defending his real world championship against Samoa Joe. Now, of course,
Ugh.
this started back during the Owen Hart Cup, in which Punk defeated Joe with a roll up. Joe, of course, was not happy about this. Wanted Punk to answer his challenge. Punk, of course, ignored him to an extent. And then in a trios title match recently, Joe choked out Punk. And then the following week on Collision, disguised as a golden vampire luchador, he Punk hit Joe with a go to sleep and took his challenge. So this is for the real world championship. Of course, what was in the bag was the original AEW World Championship that Punk never lost. Even says still has blood on it. Put a big X on it, and like
Yeah,
that's
totally not a Hogan NWO thing at all.
totally not. So yeah, that's all this is. I think it'll be a good one. It's sad to say it's one of only 3 one-on-one matches we're getting out of the 10 matches that have been confirmed for All In.
Yeah.
Three singles matches. That's it.
We're trying to get a bunch of people on the show.
Yeah, I know.
I
have
just
gripes
think
about it, but I have gripes about it, but it would take longer than we need to talk about it for that. But I don't know. I say Punk retains. This is going to lead to, I still think this is going to lead to All Out MJF versus Punk to be known as the undisputed AEW World Champion and shit like that. So, yeah, I'd say it's going to be a good match, but yeah, I say Punk.
the thing that annoys me is that Joe has been Ring of Honor World Television Champion for a while. Like he's getting really close to being the longest reigning champion,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like for most of his reign, it hasn't been important. Like he does random defenses on Ring of Honor TV, which how many people watch that? He does his defense at the occasional Ring of Honor pay per view, but like when he was TNT champion, the title didn't mean anything, and now in this feud, the title doesn't mean anything. Like, they're fighting over Punk's imaginary belt instead of Joe's actual real belt, which kind of feels like a slight to that title.
Mm.
But yeah, Punk's gonna win because obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Mo, thoughts?
I think this will lead to Punk, having some kind of psychosis since he's doing this real world champion match. I did see a clip of him dressed up as the Golden Scorpion in order to
that's what he
defeat
dressed up as. Yeah.
Golden Vampire, yeah.
Golden Vampire. Golden Vampire, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I saw the clip of that where he was trying to do that to and beat Samoa Joe. So I feel like this will be fine. This will just add to the fuel that he has going on with this, and I don't know. He's a Collision guy now, so
He's a collider. What they're calling themselves.
I do think he's going to retain, but I think overall it will end up pushing some things along.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in our currently only women's match, we have for the AEW Women's World Championship, we have Hikaru Shida defending against Toni Storm, Saraya, and Doc Britt. Yeah, Doc
Yeah.
Britt. Dimmadoo. So, yeah, so out of nowhere, Shida beat Toni Storm during Dynamite 200 for the Women's World Championship.
That was a surprise.
Then Tony decided we're going to make a tournament out of who's going to be in it. Tony's already in it because she apparently cashed in a rematch clause. We're going to have a tournament. Dude, this tournament was so fucking stupid. It was so obvious who was going to be in this tournament. It wasn't even funny.
Yeah. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, I know exactly which four are going to be in here.
I think the best part about all this is Toni Storm's promos on Collision. where she is like a drunken 50 starlet who has fallen from the mountaintop, like just berating the interviewer, bring anybody who hates her or like thinks she should never been. It's been amazing, but that's pretty much it. I'm not fucking kidding. That has pretty much been it. The only reason apparently their reason for doing this was that the first really big women's match for the Women's World Championship was a fatal 4-way many moons ago. Fucking. Okay, so the question here is, do they give it Saraya because she's technically the hometown girl? That's the question here. My answer is no. No. I'm saying Sheeta retains here, has a one-on-one match with Tony at All Out, and then that's it. I don't know where it goes from there.
Yeah, I think
that's all I got.
I think the original plan was for Jamie Hayter to hold it all the way to here and then drop it to Saraya. So I kind of figured with Tony Storm, the reason they had Tony Storm drop it to Sheeta is they wanted Saraya to win it off the babyface and not off Tony Storm, and that's why they had this 4-way match. So I do think that they figured Sheeta would be, since she's held the title before, that she'd be fine as a transitional champion.
Right.
And she got her moment. She got the win title in front of fans, which she didn't get to do last time, which I appreciate that. Because I'm a big Sheeta fan, and I thought her run was really good during the pandemic era.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that she was underused once they got back in the crowds.
Yeah.
She got Drew McIntyre in that regard. So, yeah, I do think they're going to go with the original plan of Saraya winning the title here.
Okay.
And maybe you can do some tension between her and Storm.
Possibly. Mo, what do you think?
I think that Sheeta will come out on top because I could see Storm and Saraya kind of doing some bickering, especially with Tony's Hollywood starletness and wanting to renounce that she's going to be British. And then, maybe Britt is in there to take advantage of the situation, but Sheeta still comes out on top.
Right. Okay. That's the only women's match on the fucking card right now. Jesus Christ. Like you could.
This first match where we didn't agree on the winner.
What?
All of us.
I said Sheeta retains. Oh, it's first time.
No. I'm saying it's first match where we didn't all agree on an answer, which makes it exciting.
I mean, you could still do like Sheeta Saraya at All Out, but it doesn't.
It's endless. I figure.
Yeah.
You might as well. Yeah, I mean, you could have Saraya win here and have a rematch at All Out between Sheeta and Saraya.
Possibly. Okay, so let me see. What should we talk about next? Okay, here we go. Okay, so in our Stadium Stampede match, so now I got to talk about another thing that got changed. So according to reports, Rey Fenix could not make it to All In due to visa issues. So because of that, this is what happened on Dynamite tonight. Moxley had a match against Rey Fenix in which Moxley won. Then BCC come out, beat down Rey Fenix, and then Yuta grabs a crowbar, and it just as it grabs a crowbar, then this is where Penta Abrahantes, Penta, and Kingston come out. And who should be in their way but Ortiz, looking like a guy from deleted scene of West Side Story, showing up with the thing with the soap in it. And at first, they're trying to tell him to move. What are you doing here? And then, this is my favorite part. Santana returns, comes out, and they both attack Kingston and Penta while BCC proceed to hit it looks like it's supposed to be over the head. Hit Yuta hit Rey over the head or in the shoulder with the crowbar. storyline wise taking him out of action. With Kingston, oh my god, I love this part because later in the show, they're wheeling off Ray in the ambulance, driving off. Then Renee wants to get words with Kingston, and Kingston's not having any of her shit. He's like, I think he said something to quote, "What the hell is wrong with your husband?" like, no, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. At All In, I'm taking care of this. like, and so because of Ray's injury, at All In a Stadium Stampede match, it will now be a 10-man tag now, as it will be Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, or let me scratch it. Eddie Kingston, Best Friends, and Penta taking on the Blackpool Combat Club and Santana or Ortiz. So first off, I'm happy for Santana. He did tweet after his appearance, thanking everybody for their patience. He's even talking about having to go through a lot of personal stuff to get back to where he is now. He feels eternally grateful for everybody and thanks for their reaction to his return, things like that. Happy to see Santana Ortiz back in action together. Like, amazing. Love it. And that's where we're at now. This is now a 10-man tag. I don't know
Stadium Stampede.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's Stadium Stampede. It's technically a 10-man tag. I know it's Stadium Stampede. One thing to know, yeah, like I said, it's we I guess we'll never find out who the sixth guy was supposed to be for the BCC in this match. I guess we'll never find out who that was supposed to be. I don't know. Because people already knew it was probably going to be Santana Ortiz as two of those spots, ring spots. But yeah, that's where we're at now. I'm saying because like we need to rebuild up Kingston for his eventual taking the Ring of our World title from Claudio, plus the deal with the Jon Moxley problem. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm definitely thinking, Team Kingston for this. Like Best Friends need a win back after I can't guarantee that because I still think it's going to be Cassidy Moxley at All Out for the international title.
You already said it. You're going with them.
Yeah, you're right, Mo. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with them. Maybe this is just to help build up, like I said, Orange Cassidy again for the All Out match. Building up Kingston again for his eventual second Ring of Our World title match against Claudio. Yeah, that's what I got. What do you guys think?
I think Team Blackpool's going to win because it'll set up Moxley, Cassidy, and All Out. I also think it's good. Santana Ortiz makes a lot of sense since they got a lot of history with Eddie Kingston and Penta going all the way back to Impact Wrestling and all that. That's a great storyline. So yeah, I'm going with Team Blackpool.
Okay.
I mean, their Blackpool Combat Club in London.
That's true. Mo?
I am also going with the Blackpool Combat Club team. And it's mainly because Santana and Ortiz are the only Inner Circle members that will be in this match. Because every Stadium Stampede, it's had members from the Inner Circle participating. Yeah. Jericho and the rest aren't going to be in this, so Santana and Ortiz have their history.
Yep. I mean, it's pretty much the exact same thing as Anarchy in the arena, but still. There's one's in the arena, one's in the stadium.
Yeah. In our next match that was officially announced tonight, this is one match that did get officially added, and that is the House of Black defending their trios titles against the Acclaimed, and not Daddy Ass, no, the badass Billy Gunn.
The one. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, for the last few weeks now, we've been wondering what's the fate of Billy Gunn. He put his shoes in the ring, which is the eternal sign that the wrestler is retiring. And then since then, Acclaimed were worried, trying to talk to Billy. Then Then eventually House of Black showed up, stole the boots, destroyed the boots, and some really good vignettes. And then tonight, Acclaimed had enough, came out, called out House of Black for their disrespect. And of course, House of Black show up, Acclaimed get beat down, and out pops up Billy Gunn, who basically says like he at first wasn't going to do anything, but then he saw how he was attacking House of Black was attacking his kids, and he thought, no, I can't let that happen. Talking about his legacy, how long has been in business for over 32 years now. Feel old. Like he's had enough, and at All In, because he says all or nothing. So basically, what it sounds like is either Acclaimed win the trios titles, or Billy Gunn legit retires. Like this time, legitimately retires. That's what it made it sound like, but they didn't imply that. It's still just for the trios titles. But he's like, Daddy Ass won't be coming to what was it? Daddy Ass won't be coming to Wembley, but a Badass will. And that's how they left it. I thought that was a good segment overall. Like I said, they've lost because we already lost 2 trios title matches against the House of Black. Such a big moment they could have with the Acclaimed at Wembley. Like, what do you guys think? Like, for me personally, I think the Acclaimed win. Like, give Billy one more run with a title. Like, and House of Black have done good. They've defended their titles like multiple times now. Like, they've done well as the trios champions.
They have the longest reign so far.
Yeah, so I can see a big win for the Acclaimed here.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just looking around. Usually a card, they don't want to have too many babyfaces or too many heels winning.
Yeah.
Although sometimes there was one card where the heels won every match. It was like a WrestleMania that did that. I was gonna go House of Black. I felt like they had dominant reign, but if they didn't want to do the feel good moment, let's go with the Acclaim.
Mo?
I'm gonna say House of Black wins only so that Billy Gunn disappears as the Badass, comes back as either Ass Daddy or whatever his name was in TNA when he was with
Kip James,
and he reforms a version of VKM.
Talks about the Alamo.
Hickenbottom.
Meet you at the Alamo.
Hickenbottom, Levesque. Oh,
okay.
That was fun.
Okay, cool.
The James gang.
Yeah. So in our second of 3 singles matches confirmed so far, we have Will Ospreay taking on Chris Jericho. So of course we already know that for a past month or so now, there has been this thing going on between Don Callis and Chris Jericho that hasn't really led anything until recently, where he's been bunnying up to Jericho, giving him portraits. It kind of gets this vibe that like he wants him part of his family, talking about their history together, especially with Bad News Brown. Even a portrait that shows Bad News Brown looking over at him, which is interesting. Then Don sets up a match because of course was a JAS are very concerned about his relationship with Don. But then Don makes a match between Jericho and Takeshita taking on Garcia and Guevara. And the match goes well, and then Don Callis attacks attacks Garcia with a bat to help Jericho and Takeshita win the match. And then after all this happens, eventually we lead to a meeting of all the members together. And during the weeks, breakups happen. The saddest one of all, oh my God, he gives up the hat. He was it Jake Hager gives up the hat. He gives him people giving up all the things that Jericho gave them. They eventually have a meeting in the ring. They officially disband. Guevara says, "Look, man, you're still my friend, but you gotta work your shit out." And that's where we're at. No, then last week on Dynamite, Jericho makes the Ultimate more nice to join Don Callis family, and there's a portrait, but it's covered. And he goes, "Yeah, I'll join your group." And Don's like, "Oh, okay, sure, let's get going." He's like, "Wait," Jericho's like, "Wait, what's under portrait?" "Oh, it's nothing, man. Let's get going." He's like, and under the portrait is a picture of Don Callis holding Jericho's severed head. Just portraits you have made for yourself. And says he never thought Jericho would join them because he's so up his own. Basically, he said he's such an egotistical bastard. And so Jericho attacks Don. Then Takeshita shows up, attacks Jericho. Jericho gets the upper hand on Takeshita. And then Will Ospreay shows up because I guess Ospreay still owes Callis one. And yeah, this match is made official. Really good promo on Dynamite if you guys get a chance to check it out. Just like how much this means to Ospreay, how so much so that he's working an indie show before All In as well. And even Jericho bringing up how like many years ago he said that like Ospreay will wind up in a wheelchair at the rate he's going. I think he says something like by the end of All In, you're gonna wind up in that wheelchair. Great promo, honestly. And that's where we're at now. Yeah, this is the match all of us wanted. We wanted Ospreay Omega or Ospreay versus anybody else. But, I think it'll still be a good match. I forgot to mention too, they also announced that Fozzy will be performing at All In. We'll be performing a live version of Judas. Of course they are. And that's where we're at now. Like, going into this, it's obvious Jericho's the face and Ospreay's the heel. Ospreay even going back to his was a Kingpin theme for United Empire as well in the contract signing that was done tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna say Ospreay for this. Keep his momentum going. Like, he's being multiple top level guys in New Japan, and like just keep his momentum going. And then ultimately, like, Omega is the one who like stops him, So what do you guys think? Hello?
Oh,
I think this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
I think Ospreay's going to win because I still think it's going to lead to Ospreay Omega 3. So Ospreay's also the home country guy, and Jericho's in a position where he can put Ospreay over. It'd be a big win for Ospreay to beat Jericho, even if it is, Jericho at this point in his career. So yeah, I think Ospreay's going to win.
Okay. Mo?
I could be contrarian, but I think that Ospreay will win just in terms of Jericho finally kind of like this will be like a heavy enough loss for him to where he has to reevaluate his ego, to say, and then could bring about a different side of him or a return to an old form. But I do think that Ospreay will come out on top.
Okay, cool. Okay, so 2 more matches left, guys. We're almost there. So in our next match, we have for the World Tag Team titles, the rubber match between FTR, pending investigation, versus the Young Bucks, defending against the Young Bucks. Man, we are doing so well. There was like minor injuries,
so well.
minor injuries here and there, some visa issues a little bit, but getting this momentum going, we were doing great. Cash Wheeler has to go and fucking get himself arrested for goddamn whipping out a firearm during a road rage incident. Like, the fuck, man?
I'm down.
There's not much to this. Basically, FTR wants to cement their legacy by finally finishing their feud with the Young Bucks. After so many years now of us wanting this match, we're finally getting this match. Before any of this Cash Wheeler stuff happened, I would have been 100%. I think FTR is retaining.
Yeah.
As of right now, this is one I'm reading based on reports. I could be completely wrong. So as of right now, Cash Wheeler was not asked to submit his passport, and also he was not charged. He's only been he's been charged, but he hasn't been convicted yet. So apparently, as far as legal standings go, he can still travel to the UK. But we still don't know his full case. Like, I read the report on like the guy who filed the charges against him. I read his side of the story. If it's 100% true what he wrote, oh boy. He's worst case, Cash could be looking up to 5 years in prison. I think with $100,000 fine on top of it. So
Did he
that,
point the weapon at him, or did he just show it?
I'll send you the guys the accuser's testimony after this, dude. I feel like, but basically from what I'll say what I do remember from it. It does sound like he definitely flashed a firearm at the guy, which apparently is illegal in Florida.
It's illegal
everywhere.
Quite a few places.
Yeah.
You can't brandish something with.
But it's basically road rage on the I-4, Nick, if that helps you understand.
I mean, I understand, but still.
I'll send you a report, but basically, yeah.
But still, let's talk about the actual wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, road rage, Cash whipped out the gun. He didn't use the gun, but he whipped out the gun. And the guy, like, contacted the police about it and confirmed, like, who was whipping
stuff out.
Yeah. So with all that
he whipped his piece out.
With all that being said, it's really difficult to say because, like, the logical choice, just in case Cash is not found innocent and gets the 5 years, you would put it on the Young Bucks, like, just to play it safe.
You would think.
So do you play it? So the question is, do you play it safe, or do you go to all Cash should be fine?
Probably better to play it safe.
Yeah. So my pick, unfortunately, is going to be the Young Bucks to win the tag titles.
Yeah, that's probably what you need to do. And then if he is found innocent, they could get it back. I mean, they've had it for a while, much longer than the first reign.
It just sucks so hard, man. Like, FTR, I would put good money on FTR retaining, like, good money on them retaining, like, and now I don't even fucking know. I do not know. Fucking Cash Wheeler, man. Keep it in your pocket.
Keep it in your pants.
Keep it in your pants. Mo, what do you think?
I think FTR is going to retain.
You think?
And
okay. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're going to retain for this match, and then whatever happens will happen, and then it will be determined later on. But I don't think they're just gonna immediately go with putting on the Young Bucks again just because.
Okay.
I could see it happening maybe by the next pay-per-view, but not.
Yeah, they got another week.
Oh yeah, that next week is gonna be hilarious. Dynamite is gonna be so packed with confirming matches for All Out. It's not even gonna be funny.
Yeah, it's almost like you shouldn't do a pay-per-view a week after the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, WWE learned their lesson of that like ages ago.
2020, yeah.
Yeah, remember it was SummerSlam and a week later it was Payback.
Yeah. That was fun.
So okay, FTR, and then me and Nick said Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay. It just sucked. I think this is gonna be a great fucking match. No doubt in my mind, it's gonna be a great fucking match. Fuck, man. Cash,
all right.
You could just kept in your pants, man.
We'll find out.
Let's continue.
Let's continue. So in our main event of the evening, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, defends his World Championship against Adam Cole.
Baby.
Thank you. So, where did this start? So, a long time ago,
In a galaxy far, far away.
MJF and Adam Cole had a match for the world title on Dynamite, in which MJF did the rights, but the time limit expired on the match. MJF denied Cole 5 more minutes, 5 additional minutes to add to the match. And then they got put into that impromptu, random number generated RNG tag team tournament, which we only ever found out the other competitors when their matches were announced. Yay. And from there, well, surprisingly enough, they got super duper over. Like, they started relating to stuff. They started understanding each other's bonds. They understood that both of them were going to backstab each other eventually. And eventually, like, they even remixed their songs. Like, they have a finisher, the double clothesline.
They braid each other's hair.
They probably do. Yeah, and so now this is where we're at now, basically. They've been back and forth. Roddy Strong acting like a crying little bitch in the corner during all of this. Like,
he's my friend, not yours.
It's been some great build-up. And like, it's weird because like it could seriously still go either way, but like they've been building this up. They've been talking about doing their preparing for their World Tag Team title match at All In pre-show. They've been just hanging out, been best of buddies. MJF, Dynamite considers Cole like a brother to him, like, and like even at the end of the tournament where they lost to FTR, MJF had a chance to turn on Cole. He didn't. They hugged it out. Yeah. So now it's been interesting. So tonight on Dynamite, Renee had individual interviews with MJF and Adam Cole. And they showed montages of them back and forth being friends and looking like they may backstab each other and stuff. MJF had a simple reaction to that. And he said, like I said, he called themselves brothers, and regardless of what happens, they're still gonna be brothers after the match. Adam Cole's reaction was more interesting. Because they played a similar thing where they showed them being best buddies and then showing they could break up. Adam Cole flat out snaps at Adam Cole. Not Adam Cole. Yeah, Adam Cole snaps at Adam Cole. Adam Cole snaps at Renee saying, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Me and MJF are fine. This interview is and he storms off. Interesting. Then we have Roddy.
Dallas pronounced too much.
Poor Roddy being the short end of the stick. Like, last week had a hilarious vignette where they're talking about doing kangaroo kicks for their World Tag title match. Them attacking poor Charlie. Tony Khan berating them in his office. Like, them going to Outback Steakhouse. MJF liking Outback Steakhouse. Them playing and watching both Crocodile Dundee movies. Like, it's been fun. And tonight, they still hinted at them turning on each other, but that's where we're at now. Man, god damn, is Adam Cole gonna turn on MJF? Dude, like, this has been some good stuff. I did not expect it to be as amazing as it was between these two as a tag team, but here we are. With that being said, I think MJF retains here. I don't know if it's because of chicanery or Adam Cole trying to be a bastard, but like, and then that's here. And then our final shot of the night is MJF staring down CM Punk for All Out.
Yeah. If they weren't doing the whole Punk Real World Champion thing, I would think Cole could turn heel and take the title. But since they are going to do it, it's probably going to be MJF retains and Punk comes out and either attacks him or stares him down, and so they can immediately set up for All Out. I don't know. I even though when Punk's involved, MJF's the automatic babyface, I'm just not a fan of MJF as a babyface. So I'd rather him be the heel. But if you're going to do him versus Punk, I get it. But if you have MJF being a face, you can't really do the whole "is he going to leave at the end of the year" with the title thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I say MJF retains and faces Punk at All Out.
Well,
I think that Roderick Strong makes the final decision and attacks Adam Cole, which allows MJF to retain. MJF
ooh, that's a good one.
had
That's an interesting
been
idea.
fully messing with everyone, making it seem like Roderick was caring about Adam Cole, but in reality, they knew the history. He knew what Adam was going to be like and decided to bet on MJF. Whether or not that turned into a new team or not may not be the point. It may be more of, Roderick completely betraying a friend of his of so long. So
Right.
many.
Yep, that's a good way to put it, Mo. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
That's
like
a good
overall.
option. You keep them both face, but Roddy turns heel.
Yeah, I think overall it's gonna be not only a good match, but I think a good show overall. Like I said, biggest gripes is still Tony doesn't know how to not book a match with double digits, like bigger events with double digits. Like,
I mean, right now we're at 9, so let's
no,
not jinx it.
10 including a pre-show match.
No,
And a
it's 9.
pre-show match is important.
Oh, wait, that's right. It is.
Yeah, don't forget there could because whatever happens at a tag match could definitely affect the main event as well. So.
That's right. But yeah,
So, out of the 10 matches currently confirmed for All In, fellas,
hopefully that's it. No more.
what do you think will be match of the night? Best match of the night. What do you guys think?
FDR Young Bucks.
FTR Bucks? Okay. Mo?
The six-man.
Six-man tag? Okay.
Well, the gold match.
Let's shake things up. I'm gonna look at the list we got. Let me choose something different just to be different. Well, I think the Stampede match could be really fun, but but other than that, I think I'm gonna go with the main event match, the world title match.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff building up to that. What's gonna happen is like Cole gonna betray MJF. Is MJF gonna betray Cole? What's the situation with Roddy in the Kingdom? Like, I feel like the match outcome's gonna be predictable, but the story is unknown. I'm gonna enjoy it overall. Think it's gonna be. I say overall, it's gonna be an entertaining show. I hope you're all there to watch as well. We're not gonna watch like as of because for us it's the afternoon. For all of you UK viewers, it's gonna be the evening. But for everybody else, they're gonna be watching the afternoon, and I'm not even gonna be here. I think I'm gonna go watch Super Mario Bros. Movie again with a friend. Because it's also Sunday is also like World National Cinema Day where like Regal's doing $4 for all of their movies.
Did they re-release it?
I think they're just really releasing for the National Cinema Day thing. I don't remember. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, it should be a fun card. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button if you want to talk to us more about stuff like this. Comment down below. If you want to share us around, share around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some jolly old All In action, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon as well. Let us know what your predictions are for All In 2023. What do you think is going to be your favorite match of the night? Is there anything you disagreed with us or want to reiterate? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our predictions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. Now, of course, fellas, aside from this channel, where can they find you elsewhere on the internet?
Oh, you can find me on the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the X. Also check out some of my past articles and reviews over on 40geekscene.com. But Mo, my dear friend Mo, where can they find you on the World Wide Web?
So I took a page from Elon's book and I decided to make my own social media company. It's called X2.
X2.
Our website is x2.com. The second one, the second X.com. It's that whole thing. That's the website. And then on there you can only see my thoughts and comments. You can't post your own thing, you can't do anything else. You can only see my posts and comments. You can like my posts and comments, but you can't add anything. I don't want to see any of your comments. I don't want to see any of that. You either just like my stuff or you like my stuff.
You like my stuff or I like my stuff, jeez.
But that's where you can find me. And my
Okay.
name is Afro Mobro.
Okay, so of all that out of the way being said, of course, for those still paying attention, it will still be me, Nick, and Mo for All In. Next week. Mo will be with us for All Out and Payback predictions, but you will not be here for All Out though, right?
That's right.
And Payback or just All Out?
Oh, when is Payback?
Payback's
The day
the same
before.
weekend. Yeah, it's like
So
Saturday.
no.
So
No.
it's just you and me, Nick, next weekend. But no, Nick Mo will be with us for very least for All Out and Payback predictions at the very least, because some interesting stuff going on happening at Payback. That's all I'll say about that for now. But yeah, stay tuned for All In 2023 reactions, where it will be me, Nick, and Mo. Checking a look at what the UK has to offer. 80,000 plus. They've already broken the record for WrestleMania 32. Then WWE went, haha, we sold over like 90,000 tickets. I'm like, but that's combined for both nights. Like, this is
Combined.
it's like, nah. Yeah, but anyways, that's sorry, keeping us. I don't want to keep us. So until next time, though, I'm Kirsten.
I'm Nick Slade.
I'm Mo Brothers.
And this has been a jolly old predictions filled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. So we will see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.